Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go for a glittery type smoky eye, kind of dewy foundation looking. We're going out tonight, that's what I'm trying to say. It's game night, we're going out. Nick and I are going out. We're gonna go out and have some fun. Relax, we had a super stressful week this week and it's time to do our makeup and get ready to go out on a Saturday night and have some fun. Unwind. So we have some pretty fun stuff. This is the Dose of Colors KDX Desi palette, and it's pretty beautiful. So we're gonna use all these shades. All of them we're gonna use. We got a new Luminous Silk Giorgio Armani foundation in the right shade. I got shade matched last week. We have that's not new, but it's new to me, and which is the Becca bronze or highlighter in Opal. We got a new shade of concealer by Dior, and that's it. I think that's all it's new. So you know the drill. We're gonna start off with Smashbox primer water and mist this all over our face. Primed our face, we're gonna let that dry, of course. Then we're gonna go in with eyebrows. So this is the Dior eyebrow pencil in the shade Blonde, Ash Blonde. I just cut my finger open, so that's fun. It's bleeding everywhere. Real good. So nicely sharpened. Gonna comb through our eyebrows. I just plucked mine because, like I said before, I really don't want to get them threaded because last time I did, they freaking butchered them. So I was letting them grow out for a hot minute and I couldn't take it. So I had to tame this brow mess. We just have to do a lot of work. Oh my god, I'm bleeding all over the place. Okay, we're gonna start off with the shape. So we're gonna go, ooh, that's really pigmented. Comb that up, comb that up, comb that up. We're probably gonna have to use some concealer too. That actually looks good. Okay. So I'm gonna go a little darker and get that shape. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I haven't used an actual pencil for my eyebrows in a couple years, and I forgot how nice it is. Like you don't even have to apply pressure. So get that tail nice and fun. Oh my god. Oh girl. Looks good. Looks good, girl. So that's all I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just brush through the eyebrows. Okay, so we have our eyebrows done. And I also concealed around them so we can kind of get the shape going. So it doesn't look terrible. I know they do look terrible though. So the next thing we're going to do is I do have a couple old breakouts that are healing, but I'm going to go ahead and spot conceal these. So the Giorgio Armani foundation isn't doing all the work because this is like not exactly full coverage or whatnot. So I'm just going to put these right on the breakouts where I'm having problems. Oh, if I'm doing that, then we're going to do a lot more than this tube, am I right? There. Put some more there. A little more here. Okay. So when we do spot conceal, I'm just gonna lightly buff this in with the edge of our beauty blender and just tap it as light as you can, mostly around the actual blemish, not on it. And then we can take a brush and kind of blend it out better. So on our chin, we have that lightly just patted in. So we're gonna take a little brush. Do I want to use this one or do I want to use this one? Okay, I think I want to use this one. This is the Sigma Flat Angle Kabuki brush, F88. And I'm just gonna literally just tap this into the skin. So if you have a really bad breakout, you can do this. and do another layer. Like I think I might just do one more layer just to be safe. Okay, again, this is the NARS concealer in the shade custard. No, ginger. I think I used this last video. Ginger. Just ignore those deep breakouts that are really red. And the same thing, we're gonna go in with the Beauty Blender at first. It is damp. Make sure your Beauty Blender is damp. That way it doesn't hold so much product. So if it's dry, it soaks all the product in. If it's wet, it doesn't hold as much. This is a brand new Beauty Blender, so it just tells you how much product it actually does absorb. So right on there. Okay, so that's the only place we really need full coverage is right here on my cheeks. And then that's good. That's all we're going to conceal for now because we're going to let that dry, and then we'll go in with our foundation after we do our eyeshadow. But first, that's not the eyeshadow I'm going to go in with. I'm going to go in with the Shade and Light Glimmer eyeshadow palette by Kat Von D. I'm just going to take this top right yellow shade. Ooh, right there. Everything's backwards. I can't use that. I'm just going to buff this all over my eyelid. So with the large eyeshadow brush. Just so we can get that concealer in place and we're not exactly moving it around until it doesn't separate or oxidize. Which is the same thing. Brow bone. Get that all concealed. Set. This does have some shimmer in it, but I don't mind shimmer. So, first off, I think we need a transition shade. Because I'm gonna go in with this brown, but I really want the brown to pop. So I'm gonna go in with this glimmer palette that I just used and just put something in the crease. Probably this far brown shade right down here. That'll be a good one just to get some color in, and then we can build it up. I'm just gonna take a tapered blending brush and throw this right in the crease. Like, look how, oh, this eyeshadow palette is so good. I like shimmer. They do have one that's not glimmery or wrong color. So I always kind of go for like this rounded shape because that's just the way my eyes are shaped. I always kind of like go up in where the highest point of my eye is and build that up there so my eyes look more wide and awake. If you have almond eyes or a different shape, just find basically where your eyes are most open and go straight up, and that's pretty much a shape you want. You could always do square or, you know, sharp eyeshadow. It's your preference. So that's the beginning of our eyeshadow. Next, we're gonna go in with my medium angled eyeshadow brush. Oh, I'm so excited to use this. Like, look how beautiful this is. Is this not the most beautiful palette? Ooh. Oh my god. Okay. So they recommended pouring some water into a little cap, and I'm just gonna do that just so you can get the wetness look. Okay. Anywho, we're gonna go in with this green shade first. With this brush. Just go right into this crease. Just right into the crease. Smoky eyes don't necessarily have to be dark, but since I'm going out tonight, I want kind of that dark look, you know? So this shade has some green in it, and it's wonderful. That's the shade Harpoon. Harpoon! This palette is so cute. They're named after all their dogs. I can relate to them on a spiritual level. Okay, that looks pretty good. Then we're gonna take that brown shade, which is Noli. Brown. I I don't know where my finger went. And I do believe they said to dip this one in water. I don't know. I'm just gonna go in first without it and go right on top of that brown shade where we had before. Oh no, you don't need no water. You do not need no water to do this up. Holy cow. You. Okay, so this is really dramatic. I'm gonna just blend this out a little bit because it doesn't need to be so harsh. So this is just a blending brush, eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna blend those two colors together. Buff, buff. Okay. Then we're gonna go back in with this glimmer palette and actually take the darkest black shade that you see in the middle. And we're gonna put that right on top because this, yeah, that black's not joking around. Okay, then I'm gonna take this angled brush again with the Dose of Colors palette with that greenish shade and go right on top of that. Blend that together. Okay, now you see that we have this harsh line from this black. We're gonna, of course, blend it out. Blend it out a little bit. But the eyeshadow that we're gonna put on our actual lid will cover that up. I'm gonna go back in with the glimmer palette. Let's do, I'm gonna actually throw this gold color on it. This one. And see how I like it with that. Oh yes. Oh yes, honey. Much better. So that doesn't really match the other colors, but I'm gonna deepen that up as well in my crease. You know, and I'm gonna take this end shade down here and put this in the inner corner. Blend that up. So that looks nice, but we're gonna have to go back in with the black with the Shade and Light palette. I'm gonna go along my edge of my upper lash line. This will be really smoky and deep for when we do our eyeliner. And I'm just gonna kind of make a wing with that. Back in with the Dose of Colors palette with that blackish greenish shade, or bluish shade, I'm sorry. We're gonna put this up to where that wing is. Buff that into the middle. So this is kind of like a golden smoky eye, but I love golds. Love them. I'll take that brown color. And this will blend in. We're just kind of making our own color, I guess. I'm just gonna mix it until I like it. And that looks really good. That looks really good. So, I think our eyeshadow is finally done. I might put a little more glimmer on my eyes, maybe using my highlight palette, but I don't know. It's not exactly sparkly. Oh, my back's killing me. It's not exactly sparkly, but I'm honestly okay with it. I think it looks really good. Once we put some eyeliner on, I'll go from there. So we're gonna go back in with this for Solly primer. I'm gonna drop this. I probably shouldn't put it on my chin. That's nice and dry. So we're gonna take the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. We're gonna put this directly on our face. Oh, we just shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And put on our finger, and we're just gonna put it all over the face up there. Looks good. Looks good. No, little. down here. We'll just see how much we need since we already kind of did that. So we're gonna pat this in. Oh yeah, fine. Finally we have a shade that matches. Okie dokie. Foundation done. Then we're gonna take the Dior Forever undercover concealer in the shade 120. This is what I used under my eyebrows. I'm kind of second guessing if it's gonna be too light, but we're just gonna put a little dot because I don't look extremely tired. I am, but I'm not looking it yet. Put a little dot here. One more. And we'll go in with our beauty blender, of course, and blend this in. Lovely. Done. But we are going to set our under eyes with the Kat Von D contour palette with the medium shade that looks a little yellow. We're going to just set our under eyes with that with a large powder brush. This will just make it not crease, of course, and make it a little more. Okay, good there. Next up, we're going to do eyeliner. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Always On Gel eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner ever. It glides on so easily, like you don't even have to try. And just with this and line our upper lash line. Bring this all the way in today. I feel like with a pencil eyeliner, you have more control over it. Like rather than liquid, and liquid dries so quickly. It's hard to fix. And that's when you see those memes of those girls with like eyeliner all the way up to their eyeball, or their eyebrow, sorry. And that's a pretty good wing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just deepen this with it. That's pretty good, I think. I'm actually gonna deepen that crease up a little more because I'm still not exactly happy with how undeep it is. Undeep. So we're gonna take that large blending brush again. I'm gonna take this shade Turbo Son, throw it and connect it to the outer wing. Everyone kind of does smoky eyes differently. There's no right or wrong way to do makeup. Sweet. I like that much more. That's a smoky eye. So foundation's done, concealer's done, eyeliner's not done because we're gonna go in with under eyeliner. And I think I'm honestly gonna use the Shade and Light palette, and we're gonna kind of just smoke it out this way rather than actual eyeliner. So I have a smudge brush here, really tiny, really tiny, and it kind of comes to like a rounded tip. And I'm gonna go in with that black shade that we originally put in the outer corner from this Kat Von D Glimmer palette. And, ooh, I need to be up here for you. Just put it right. You're gonna wanna go thick on the outer edge and buff it up. Okay. Okay, I like that. So eyeliner's now done. Then we're gonna go in and bronze our face. So a little tan, I guess. With the Bobbi Brown bronzer in Natural. Pretty, I love this one. And then take just a soft angle contour brush, and I'm gonna dust this just in our cheeks. Okay. Then we're gonna blend that out with this Duo Fiber brush and really make it soft and natural. That stuff, that bronzer is so pigmented. A little goes a long, long, long way. Okay, that's finally all blended out. I think. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Throwing things. Being a rageaholic. We're gonna go in with our Shade and Light contour palette that we used to set our under eye and contour our face with the tapered edge. We're gonna go with the middle shade. Middle shade. Going with that yellow shade that we set our under eyes just to carve those cheekbones. Down our center of our nose. Put that right there. You know what time it is? Blending time with our soft powder brush this time. Okay, next up we got blush. We're gonna use Lorac Cinematic. I can't remember if I used this one last time or not, but it's just like a nice little shade for bronze skin. Good. Blend it out. And my favorite step is highlighting. I'm gonna go with that cheapo Target brush like I've been talking about. And we're gonna highlight. I can open it with this beautiful shade here. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Do this right here. Ooh. Up here. Connect them. Buff it out. And you know what? I'm gonna put this shade on my eyelids. Just with my finger, actually. So I'm gonna just swirl this around with my finger. Have a nice little amount. Just right on top. So as soon as I reline this and get my mascara on, I'll be back and you guys will see what we look like finished after we do some setting spray and lipstick. Okay, so we have our lashes done. I did put false lashes on, so I just wanted to get that dramatic look, and I have them like laying around. I haven't worn them ever. So I was like, I mean, I've worn false lashes before, just not this pair. I was like, why not, you know? So what we're going with today. It looks pretty, I really like them. They look really sick. This is why I want eyelash extensions. So, okay, so I am just going to take the cannoli, Sue's shade, which is that light shade. And we're just gonna pat this right here. Right on top. Blend it out just a little bit. Okay, I like that much more. Kind of brightens our eyes up. So then, all we have left to do is our lips. So I've used this lip liner before. This is in the shade $5.93, and it doesn't have like brown fig. Brown fig. There we go. Just gonna line our lips. Like, I can't believe it's actually getting dark now at 6:30. Okay, lined and ready. So then I'm gonna go in with the shade Sloped by Bobbi Brown. This is such a beautiful, like, nudie color mauve. It's the shade right here, and I'm just gonna go right on top. Good. I'm gonna take the other shade that I have by her, is in the shade Beige. Just gonna put this in the middle. Oh, my teeth. So I think that's it. I did set my face with that same Cover FX illuminating setting spray. And other than that, we are done. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and hope you enjoyed this video. This was my smoky eye, going out smoky eye. I like it. I love wearing my eyeshadow like this. I can't exactly wear it to work all the time because I would look kind of skanky. Other than that, we're all set. I'm gonna put some pants on because I got shorts on right now, and it's getting a little chilly out now that it's dark at 6:30. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.